Few rock legends lived as boldly as Freddie Mercury, and his London mansion was a reflection of his larger-than-life persona. Tucked away in the heart of Kensington, this luxurious home wasn't just a place to live. It was his private retreat, creative sanctuary, and party haven. From its stunning Japanese gardens to the opulent interiors, this mansion was Freddie's world behind closed doors. But what happened to it after his passing? And what does it look like today? When you think of Freddie Mercury, you probably picture him commanding a massive stadium, electrifying crowds with his iconic voice and flamboyant stage presence. But behind the spotlight, Freddie was a deeply private man, and his London mansion, Garden Lodge, was where he could escape the chaos of fame. Nestled in Kensington, one of London's most exclusive neighborhoods, Garden Lodge was more than just a house. It was Freddie's sanctuary. Purchased in 1980 for around £500,000, a hefty sum at the time. This elegant Neo-Georgian estate quickly became the one place where he could truly be himself. Unlike the over-the-top rockstar mansions of Los Angeles, this home reflected Freddie's refined taste, love for art, and appreciation for serene beauty. Freddie wasn't the type to flaunt his wealth in a tacky way. Sure, he lived extravagantly, but Garden Lodge was designed with elegance, sophistication, and a touch of old-world charm. It wasn't about flashy excess. It was about creating a space that felt personal and inspiring. Before Freddie Mercury made Garden Lodge his own, the mansion already had a rich history. Built between 1908 and 1909, the house was originally designed for Cecil Rhea, a well-known painter, and Constance Halford, a sculptor. It was a house created for artists, a fitting connection to Freddie's own creative genius. The home's design was distinctly Neo-Georgian, a style known for its symmetry, classic proportions, and understated elegance. While other rock stars of the time opted for modern penthouses or sprawling country estates, Freddie was drawn to Garden Lodge's historical charm and privacy. Tucked behind an 8-foot-high brick wall, the house was practically hidden from the public, making it the perfect escape from the flashing cameras and relentless attention. In a world where his every move was scrutinized, Garden Lodge gave Freddie something priceless: peace. The features of Garden Lodge. From the moment you step inside Garden Lodge, it's clear this isn't just any mansion. It's a home that was carefully designed and thoughtfully curated. The house itself is a 2-story structure with 8 bedrooms, providing plenty of space for Freddie, his friends, and his beloved cats. One of the most stunning features is the double-height dining room, an airy, elegant space where Freddie hosted intimate dinner parties with close friends. Then there's his mirrored dressing room, a private space where he prepared for performances and transformed into the dazzling Freddie Mercury we all know. Perhaps one of the most breathtaking elements of Garden Lodge is its garden. Freddie had a deep love for Japanese aesthetics, and he worked closely with landscape designers to create a serene, Zen-inspired retreat. The garden was filled with water features, sculpted topiaries, and exotic plants, making it feel like a world away from London's bustling streets. Inside, Freddie's artistic vision came to life through his extensive art collection, luxurious furnishings, and personal touches. He wasn't just a musician, he was a lover of beauty, design, and elegance, and every inch of Garden Lodge reflected that. While Garden Lodge was undoubtedly a luxurious home, it wasn't just about wealth. It was about creating a space that felt like an extension of Freddie's soul. He spent over a decade turning it into a place where he could truly live, create, and be himself. Whether he was hosting star-studded parties, composing legendary music, or enjoying quiet nights with his beloved cats, this mansion was his world behind closed doors. Garden Lodge wasn't just a house, it was Freddie Mercury's personal escape from the world. For over a decade, this mansion in Kensington was where he felt safe, inspired, and truly at home. While Freddie was larger than life on stage, at home, he was surprisingly private, soft-spoken, and deeply artistic. Inside those walls, he lived a life filled with music, friends, and artistic expression. It was here that he wrote some of his most iconic songs, threw legendary parties, and spent his final years in the comfort of a place he truly loved. Despite being one of the most famous rock stars in the world, Freddie didn't live alone. Garden Lodge was often filled with his closest friends, longtime partner, Jim Hutton, and his beloved cats. Freddie was known for his generous spirit, often inviting his inner circle over for extravagant dinners, music sessions, and late-night chats by the fire. He had a habit of cooking for his friends. Yes, Freddie Mercury loved to cook, and his dining table was often surrounded by musicians, artists, and close companions who shared in his love for laughter, storytelling, and fine dining. The mansion also had a fully stocked bar and lounge, where Freddie and his guests would enjoy cocktails, music, and endless conversations about art, fashion, and life. This was the private side of Freddie that the public rarely saw, the warm, witty, and deeply thoughtful man behind the rockstar persona. One of the most breathtaking parts of Garden Lodge was its Japanese-style garden. Freddie had a deep appreciation for Japanese art and design, and he transformed the outdoor space into a tranquil paradise. With flowing water fixtures, sculpted trees, and winding stone pathways, the garden was his favorite place to relax. He would often sit outside sipping tea, reflecting on life, and finding inspiration for his music. It was a place where he could just be Freddie, away from the pressures of fame and the expectations of the world. Even in his final years, when he was battling illness, the garden remained his sanctuary. He spent countless hours there, finding peace in the beauty he had created. Garden Lodge wasn't just Freddie's home. It became a symbol of his legacy. After his passing in 1991, the mansion was left to Mary Austin, his closest friend and confidant. She honored his memory by keeping the house as he left it, preserving the essence of Freddie's world behind closed doors. After Freddie Mercury's passing in 1991, Garden Lodge became a place of pilgrimage for fans around the world. Though its doors remained closed to the public, the 8-foot-high walls surrounding the property turned into an unofficial memorial. Thousands of fans traveled to Kensington just to stand outside, leaving behind letters, flowers, artwork, and messages of love for the Queen frontman. The mansion's iconic green door became one of London's most visited rock landmarks, covered in graffiti from devoted fans who wanted to express their admiration. Some wrote lyrics from Bohemian Rhapsody, others left personal notes, thanking Freddie for his music and legacy. For over 30 years, the mansion remained mostly untouched, with Freddie's close friend and former fiancée Mary Austin still living there. She took on the responsibility of preserving Freddie's private world, honoring his wish that Garden Lodge remain a place of love and remembrance. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.